Now, family members of Lyle and Erik Menendez are making a dramatic appeal for their release. The brothers' legal team says they have new evidence that should set them free after decades in prison. And KCAL News reporter Tom Wade is here with the dramatic details from today.
Yeah, and this has captivated the country, right, for decades since they've been in prison. So we'll see where this goes. It was quite the scene out there today at this big press conference. Even Kitty Menendez's sister, who appeared quite frail, made an impassioned statement calling for her nephews to be released. And tonight, the LA County DA's office appears at least somewhat receptive to reevaluating the case.
My name is Mark Garrigus.
Famed defense attorney Mark Garrigus holding a dramatic and emotional press conference in his push to free Lyle and Erik Menendez from prison. Surrounded by throngs of reporters, relatives of the Menendez brothers say both men have suffered long enough.
Lyle and Erik deserve a chance to heal, and our family deserves a chance to heal with them.
The brothers have contended they killed their parents after years of nightmarish sexual abuse at the hands of their father, Jose Menendez, and that their mother, Kitty, enabled him. Although family acknowledges the gruesome nature of the murders, they now say they've reached a new understanding of what happened.
Over time, it became clear that there were two other victims there on that day, my cousins Lyle and Erik. Lyle and Erik would continue to be victimized. They would be victims of a system that wouldn't hear them.
Garrigus says in addition to the abuse claims, there is new bombshell evidence that proves the brothers' accusations. This letter, revealed in new court documents, was allegedly handwritten by Erik to his cousin Andy just months before the murders. "It's still happening," he wrote. "Every night I stay up thinking he might come in. I'm afraid. You just don't know Dad like I do."
This letter now shows or corroborates that Andy was telling the truth. The letter describes the abuse.
Garrigus says another key piece of new evidence came last year when a former member of the boy band Menudo signed a declaration claiming he was sexually abused by Jose Menendez in the 1980s.
He too was assaulted by the father, and not only assaulted, but it happened at the house.
In what may have been the most powerful moment of the family gathering was when Kitty Menendez's sister came to the mic, professing her support for her nephews, saying they were not treated fairly during their trial.
The whole world was not ready to believe boys could be raped. Lyle and Erik have already paid a heavy price, discarded by a system that failed to recognize their pain. They have grown, they have changed, and they have become better men despite everything that they've been through.
A member of LA County DA George Gascon's staff was at the press conference, and later Gascon's office released a lengthy statement that appeared sympathetic to the Menendez's brothers' call for freedom, saying in part, "Our office has developed a more modern understanding of sexual violence since the Menendez brothers first faced prosecution. Today, our office acknowledges that sexual violence is a pervasive issue affecting countless individuals of all gender identities." Ultimately, a judge will determine whether the brothers' life sentences will be reduced or if there would be a new trial. A hearing on the case is set for November 26th. Pat?